Where are we at? We're Chloe and Matthew, two wine-loving foodies who have set out to explore the world one bite, sip and slurp at a time. In this series, we're exploring every iconic wine region in Australia to get a lowdown on the juice, the people and what makes them special. We are finally in Tassie, somewhere we've been looking forward to for a long time. But today's the day that we finally get out and explore the wine. We thought today that we would show you a easy day trip from Hobart City, the wine region in the Huon River Valley, which is exactly how far out of Hobart?
14 kilometers from where we were at in North Hobart.
You're keen to try some wine. Let's go.
Darren and Jackie started this back in the late 90s, 96 I believe. And they bought this property, put in the dam to make the pond, put in the vineyards. We're trying to figure out a name for it. They had ducks out here. The ducks were diving, and Jackie said her grandmother used to call it puddling. And they had a eureka moment. It's called puddle duck.
My name's Nick. I'm the cellar door manager.
Cool.
And this is my family's vineyard. But we do everything ourselves. We pick by hand, we prune by hand, we net by hand. Once it's picked, it goes all the way to our winery. Once it's made, it comes all the way back to our cellar door, so we sell it all. So no bottle shops, no restaurants, no wholesale. The only place you will find puddle duck wine is this building. So for us, it's all about trying to make the best quality wine we can, not lots of it. Keep it small, do it well. So 60% Pinot, 40% Chardonnay. So we're like a Pinot dominance as opposed to a Chardonnay dominance.
So now we are about to try our first Pinot in Tasmania. Is it going to stand up to its reputation? If you guys have been following along, you know that I love Pinot. Let's see if this speaks to my little Pinot heart.
This could be a problem.
Pinot. When it comes to red wine in Tasmania, pretty much the only option is Pinot. 50% of all grapes grown in the States are Pinot. Every other red combined is about 5% of Tassie's crop.
It's very distinctive. It's got some of the
Graphite characteristics.
Yeah, it's got a bit of a graphite. It's got like the primary characters of a warmer weather climate. Like it's a bright strawberry, bright cherry. But then it does have like really delicate, foresty, mushroomy graphite. Yeah, it's definitely its own thing.
I don't know what I was expecting, but
For the first one,
for the first one, it's definitely a vibe. That was a fun place.
That's a cute little winery.
Wines are great, but we're still on the hunt to find our favorite. Next up, we're heading to
Wicked Cheese Company.
because
Gotta go get a snack in between wineries, you know.
who says no to cheese? Let's go.
Those are the ones that have
Pooley Estate cellar door is actually housed in this heritage-listed convict-built home. John and Libby Pooley used to drive past this home on their way to work every day, and they just admired it and long wanted to get a hold of it. One day a friend mentioned that it was up for sale and got into their hot little hands. We're going to start with a dash of bubbles just to cleanse one's palate.
Once again.
When Margaret put the first vines in the ground, it was Riesling and Pinot Noir. Started off with 10 rows of Riesling, which was her go-to variety. And then for her husband Dennis, she put in the 7 rows of Pinot Noir. He was also instrumental in starting the Beef Steak and Burgundy Club in Tasmania. And it's all about steak and Pinot Noir. A group of people that get together, enjoy their wines and enjoy their food, go out to fine restaurants and drink fine wine and enjoy themselves.
These single vineyard Rieslings side by side were an amazing experience. Absolutely delicious. Warm my face up.
So this is the Pulley Chardonnay.
First smell, just sticking my nose in it, I would absolutely in a blind taste think this is a Meursault.
It's a big call, people. It's a big call.
These wines, they're focused on showing a little bit of that tribute to where you come from. What persistence and that pursuit of perfection can really bring out.
Pulley! That was fun. They got some good wines. Really good Rieslings.
Gorgeous property.
Gorgeous
Cool little
property.
tasting room.
Nice
Celador.
pizzas. Way too small though, guys. Come on. It was tasty though. Maybe it was just too good. I just wanted more.
Pizza.
Duck pizza. Definitely experience. We found another cheese shop, cheese and chocolate, so we obviously had to stop by. What do you want? You want everything, don't you?
Yes.
So we walked away with the caramelized onion and Tasmanian sea salt lavash crackers and the triple cream free Huon Valley because we tried this in Coonawarra at DiGiorgio Wines. Insert clip.
Look at that cheese.
We gotta get there. We had originally planned to visit another winery, but they had closed early due to a wedding or some sort of function. So we kept on going down the road, and we're so glad that we did because we came across Riversdale. We were so happy with the wines here. They were so amazing, and we got to hang out with the winemaker Jasper.
So Tassie is fairly renowned for good sparkling, and I made a ocean aged sparkling, which I started in 2020, where I submerged 500 bottles in the ocean. I hung it on oyster trellising, so there's constant movement because it was on terrace leaves. It eliminates oxygen, eliminates sunlight, so oxidation rates should be much lower. Like you have continuous stirring.
Kind of expect it to be a bit of a fruit bomb, but it's not really. Good morning, everyone. We are out for our second wine day trip from Hobart. Where are we today?
Huon Valley.
Been here a few times. We haven't yet explored the wine scene here. Just enjoyed it. It's just so beautiful. We just keep getting drawn back into this little pocket. There's lots of apple growing around here. Spoiler alert, makes some great cider. So first up, we are exploring.
We're gonna go to Kate Hill first.
Okay, let's go see what she's about. Let's go.
Kate already had some serious winemaking skills when she established herself in the Huon Valley. She's poured her focus into her little corner of Tasmania, producing some eclectic wines from their vineyard parcels, including what may be Australia's coolest Shiraz vineyard site.
Pretty colour.
Sparkling Pinot Rosé.
Pretty colour, pretty colour, pretty colour, pretty colour. Pretty colour. It's super delicate, but it's got all of those old world like forest floor, mushroomy, savoury characteristics. It's my jam.
They're not answering. Let's check their Facebook.
It says that they're closed for a private function.
Highly disappointed. Highly disappointed.
Alright, where are we headed?
I guess we're gonna head to Mewstone. Let's call and make sure they're actually open. Okay, it says they're open.
Let's go. Isn't this the cutest place in the world? Where are we at?
Frank Cider.
Frank! best thing about apple country. Adults apple juice. Oh, this is Huon Pine. Matthew, tell the story about Huon Pine.
Tasmania has a 10,500-year-old secret.
Boring. Not really, but we don't have that much time, so here's the highlights. 1. Huon pine is not actually a pine. 2. It's very lightweight and dense wood, which means it's extremely strong and well suited to a lot of different projects, including boat building. And number 3, everyone wants a trivet made of Huon pine.
The cider house, established in 2012, may be fairly new, but the Clark family goes back over 160 years to the founding of the town of Franklin. Frank planted most of the orchards that the cider is currently produced from, including some of the oldest heritage apple orchards in Australia. What do we got?
Okay, let's go through the list. So we've got cherry pear, summer apple, raspberry pear, apple autumn reserve, heritage apple, method traditional perry, and then Frank's hard.
Can you guys remember that? Because I can't.
They said go sweetest to driest, so they want you to get all sweetened up and then get liquored up. This is it's not on the list, heritage cider. This one's got more color to it, so it makes me think it's gonna have more gobbledygook, kickly dibbly goo goo boo boo.
Okay, enough cider. Let's get moving.
We didn't spend much time at Mewstone. They were extremely busy, and we weren't able to taste the Mewstone lineup due to it being sold out. The price of fame. The other lineup of wines they produce, Hughes and Hughes, really aren't our style, so we decided to pass. But this is a gorgeous location.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hey.
Where are we enjoying our morning coffee this morning? Vanlife. These are van views.
At the Gordon Foreshore Recreation Area.
Check it out if you come in Tassie. Rex is enjoying his morning swim. Matthew's putting the van away. So this must be a good place for oysters because all the rocks have some oysters hanging out. We haven't had any Tassie oysters yet, but we must. We've heard that they're some of the best in the world. And we're off today. So today we're going to do our third wine trip. You technically can leave from Hobart, although today we are not leaving from Hobart. We're leaving from the wine region we were at yesterday. We're really excited about today because we're heading up to the Derwent Valley. And one of the wineries up there has been a producer that I've followed for a while. I've always loved his Pinot. I think it's going to be one of our favorites here, but it's only one way to find out. Where there's a food market, there's a Matthew.
I'm there. We'll both get the bubbles. Just pretty. Pretty wine, pretty wine. It's really nice.
Oh yeah, that's the nose that we're talking about. We were lucky enough to get a tour of the facility from Monique Ljubljana. Matthew got to nerd out on winemaking equipment again, and we toured their awesome barrel cellar. This is a visit that we will remember for a long time.
So that place was fun. There's some really good wines, cool little cellar. We picked up a bottle of the Brut Reserve. Take that back to have with dinner with some friends tonight. Derwent Estate has been making wines in southern Tasmania for quite a while now, and the family has strived to create perfection in their little corner of the world. After our usual snack of a cheese plate, we dived into some really fun wines.
So now we have our estate Pinot Noir. 100% of the grapes are grown right here. It's really nice black cherry characteristics, velvety tannins, and the acid integrates incredibly well into the rest of the wine.
So in case you guys are ever wondering how we managed to taste so many wines within a given day, Matthew makes a coffee the size of my head every morning that we sip on between wineries. Derwent Estate. It was a cute place. If you guys are wanting to enjoy a nice Sunday, Saturday afternoon, it's very gorgeous. Okay, so now we thought that we would take you guys to a little place. That's where we're going to end our day today. Let's drink some coffee before we get there.
Shout out to Yeti.
Yeti.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor us. Moorilla is one of Tasmania's oldest wineries and was purchased in 1995 by David Walsh. The site later also became home to Mona, the Museum of Old and New Art, also from the brain of David. We weren't allowed to film much, unfortunately, but we highly recommend a visit here for the wine and the museum. You may need a glass of wine after a museum tour or even before, as some of the art is pretty intense. It's a sensory overload for sure. Okay guys, there you have it. You've got 3 different day trips that you can take if you want to go wine tasting out from Hobart. We started off with Huon River Valley. So many different wines to try.
Full of foods, a couple different cheeseries, cheese factories, dairies.
And I mean, we only got to a few wineries, but there are a lot more out there. So if you're really into going and exploring and trying a lot of wines, then that might be the place for you. Second day trip, we had
The Huon River Valley.
the Huon River Valley. Unfortunately, we didn't get to try too much wine out there. Picturesque, the beauty of that place. Even if you don't go out there to try wine, you must get out there. And then today we ended up with the Derwent Valley. I mean, if you're looking for quality, Stefano Lubiano sparkling and the Riesling there was absolutely beautiful. Derwent Valley Estate, beautiful location. Such a nice place to sit down and just enjoy the views, drink some wines. And then Moorilla, obviously, you've got to go there. There you have it. You've got 3 different day trips. Which one? Or go to all 3. So we're ending this video right here, guys. And next week, we will be hitting up the east coast of Tasmania and exploring everything that's about. We'll see you there, friends.
Buy us a coffee because we need to fund firewood.
Yeah. Bye.
There are a whole lot of wineries, campfires, and epic beachside campsites coming up on our cruise up the east coast of Tasmania. We'll take you along and show you some of our favorite sights, tastes, and views. Don't forget to like and subscribe below. You don't want to miss out.